Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. You could have been anywhere else, but you just click on my video and I just want to say thank you. If this is your first time, if you are returning, if you clicked on here by accident, thank you all. I appreciate you. Look, I need y'all to do me this favor. I need y'all to hit this like and subscribe button for me. I'm just saying, what's up? All right. Y'all, guess what we're here for? Y'all, we are here for intervention. We're going to do Ashley's story. Straight off the back, I'm just going to talk shit. Y'all already know what I do. I like to talk shit, so let's get into it. All right, first of all, Ashley 20, and Ashley like she about 40 or 50 years old. I'm not even playing. Ashley looked like, this is no shade to you, Ashley, but baby girl, I'm going to need you to get your life together. I'm going to need you to get your life in order. It ain't no way in hell you should be this young. I'm going to get into all that. You know why? Because it ain't her fault. Well, now it's her fault, but it ain't her fault. Let me just get into it. Ashley is 20 years old. She live on the same street. She homeless. She ain't got no place to go. Ashley used to be a straight A student. And I'm like, bitch, you let all that brains just go, huh? You just... But you know what? I always say, when people see greatness in you, they try to do anything to destroy you. And jumping the gun a little bit, her stepfather is a piece of shit. Her stepfather needs to be in jail. I don't know why he ain't. I don't know if he did go to jail. I don't know if when this came out, somebody pressed charges. The state picked it up. I don't know how this shit worked, but her stepdaddy need to be in jail. Her yuck mouth daddy need to go sit down somewhere too. I was about tired of him and his slow ass talking. And only thing he could remember is when Ashley was a little girl, when he was sitting her on her shoulders. So which told me that you ain't been there her whole entire life. And once again, I'm jumping. I'm jumping. I'm gonna be back and forth, but that's what I do. Don't worry about it. But I'll take y'all to where y'all need to be. So anyway, let me get back to Ashley. And then I'll talk about her family and how trifling her family is. Her mom, well, let me just say, you know what? Her mama used to be trifling. Her mama doing the best she can now. So I'm gonna give her mama some credit. And I'm going to give some other family members some credit. I'm going to give her friend the most credit because her friend is the one who actually called the show. And I'm like, why did it take a friend to call the show? Yeah, I wasn't trying to get... Well, then again, Ashley is 20. I would say, you know what? If I try to help you, you don't want to get right, go on, because I ain't got time for it. Anyway, Ashley was a straight A student. Ashley was doing her thing in school. She was popular. She must have played some type of sport. Can't remember what kind of sport she was playing, but she played some type of sport. And I was like, okay, that's cool. She was like, everybody used to like me. I said, but bitch, nobody like you now. Yo, Ashley face looked like somebody said to her, I will give you some drugs if you stand there and let me shoot you in the face and all over your body with BB gun, with a BB gun. You know, the little potholes, that's some drugs. That shit is eating her skin the fuck up. I mean, when I tell you that shit is eating her up, yo, y'all, I'm off subject. This not off subject. This has something to do with this, but y'all, it was one scene in here when she had to go to her mother's birthday party. I know I'm skipping around, but she had to go to her mother's birthday party, right? And she was trying to find an outfit, and she was stressing the fuck out. Oh my god, I don't want to do this. I'm gonna be late. I'm an hour late already. She is just, you know, she needs that hit, but she ain't get it just yet. So she's a little razzle dazzle. While her friend Tamika is there like this with her pipe, I said, bitch. She said, you ain't gonna fuck up my high. Not today. When I tell you Ashley was rumbling, when I tell you she was going, she wasn't like spazzing out, but she was just going fast, talking fast, damn near going into a whole panic. It's the drugs, y'all. It's all the drugs. I said, bitch, when she was in that chair like this and not paying her no attention, I said, oh yeah, bitch, you said you ain't gonna fuck up my high, not today. Ashley, we cool, but shit, bitch, we ain't that cool. Not to mess up what I got going here. Anyway, going back. I know y'all probably like, bitch, you just be skipping around. I sure do. Don't worry about it. Y'all gonna get the whole story, whether you get the end of the story, the middle of the story, the beginning, whichever way you get it, you're gonna get the story. Anyway, let's go back to Ashton. So I told you Ashley was homeless, right? Ashley go from pillow to post wherever she can. She stayed under a bridge or whatever. How Ashley got into this situation? Before Ashley was born, her mama and her daddy was drug addicts. And her mama before that was a drug addict too. I said grandma and grandpa too on both sides. Alcohol and drug addicts. I said, oh gosh. So she was doomed before. She was even doomed before she was conceived. She was doomed when she was her daddy's. Never mind. Child. Anyway, so her mama and daddy was on drugs. But her mama said she was clean 5 years before she had Ashley. I said, bitch. Congratulations. I know that shit is hard. It's hard to stay clean, but you did 5 years. I wish you did a little longer. But you know, you did 5 years. Actually, you did do a little bit longer because you waited until after you had Ashley because your husband, which is Ashley's daddy, decided to get back into the drug scene. And so your husband was on drugs. This was your excuse. This is exactly what you said. My husband was on drugs, so I was bound to get back on drugs. Or I was back on drugs. Bitch, you had a choice. You could have left. You didn't have to let that temptation get you. You went 5 to 6 years, 7 years clean. To go back? They said drugs is a hell of a thing. Y'all, they do meth. Ashley a smart drug addict. Let me tell y'all why she's smart. This bitch said she don't do fentanyl because fentanyl, she can die. I said, bitch, you can die from the other ones. But fentanyl, they said, is 50 times stronger than heroin and meth and all that other stuff, I guess. I said, bitch, at least you know when you don't want to die. I said, but you a smart little drug addict, aren't you? I don't want that drug. That drug gonna kill me. Not the fact these other drugs is gonna kill you. Now, let me go back to her mama. Told y'all I'm gonna be all over the place, right? But anyway, go back to her mama. So her mama was clean, right? For a couple of years, she had Ashley. Everything was great. They were so happy. Life was so good. Ashley was such a bubbly little girl. They was going on and how pretty she was. I said, where? Not now. Y'all looking at a shit, child. Y'all see Ashley? Did y'all see her face? Anyway, so mama and daddy go back on drugs. Mama end back on drugs, and they mama said she ended up losing her job because she said I was on drugs. She said, so I sold meth. I said, is this a thing? Why a drug addict? Oh, when I noticed when a meth, I don't know about all drugs. I always hear this with meth people because this is when I be watching it. They be like, yeah, I do meth, but I sell meth. I said, how does that work? How do you sell drugs, but you do the drug? Can you do that? Didn't Biggie say never get high on your own supply? I'm just saying, like, how did they ain't listen to Biggie? I'm telling y'all, Biggie would have gave y'all some lessons. Anyway, so mama said she lost a job, so she had to start selling meth. I said, meth? And you doing meth? The balls. I know that bitch was hot on, she was probably hot, or she was probably so high, she probably don't even know how the days was looking, like what was happening. Like, bitch. That's my oven. Anyway, so her mama was selling drugs, right? When Ashley was like 4 years old, the police ended up raiding mama's house because, you know, she was selling drugs and she was on drugs. Mama ended up losing custody. She ended up being in foster care for like a month. Ended up going with the great aunt and uncle who ended up taking care of her. Mama said, you know what? When they took Ashley, that made her turn her life around. And since then, she been clean. I said, yes, mama. I knew you could do it when you did it the first time for all those years. You just had a little minor slip back. And it happens, I think, every now and then. So anyway, so her mama said she was going to stay clean and she was not going to get on drugs no more because she want her kid. So she stayed clean. She worked as hard as she could. And then boom, 2 years later, she got Ashley back. So now Ashley's about 6 years old, right? So the mama met a boyfriend. This is where the mama fucked up at. Because I don't care what you say. I understand everybody need a chance. But to me, two recovering addicts do not need to be together. Because if one slips, then what happens? I'm just saying. She got with a man and who now became little Ashley's stepdaddy. And long story short, around after a couple of years, first of all, he was abusive. He was controlling. He was mean. He was nasty. They were scared of him and all that other good stuff. And I was like, why was you with him? So boom, stepdaddy gets back into the drugs. See, this is what I'm saying. This is why you do not need to get with nobody who's a recovering addict. Anyway, Stepdaddy got on drugs, right? So mama was saying, I don't want to leave him. I don't want to give up on him. I love him. I can't make it without him. I said, bitch, you can. You did it before. I'm not understanding. But mama didn't get back on drugs. Mama was trying to get stepdaddy off drugs. But she was like, oh, he loved Ashley. He treated her like she was his own. I said, bitch, he should have. You was living with him. You did marry this man. I will hope out of all the shit that the little girl done been through, he would treat her like his. I'm just saying. Maybe it's me. So anyway, because together with both their incomes, I guess whatever they both was doing, they was making over 100 grand. So they was living a good life. She was like, this was the most stable I've ever been. I said, yes, bitch. And but the problem is, you wanted to continue a relationship with somebody that was on drugs and it was an alcoholic. I'm just saying. That combination seems a little too much. Anyway, so what happened was, after the stepdaddy, he was going on drugs. Mama wasn't leaving. Everybody was saying that, basically you need to leave because he's just doing too much right now. Like, what the fuck? Like, you need to leave him alone. So one day, Ashley was 14. Now, mind y'all, if y'all notice, I ain't mention Ashley daddy no more, right? Ashley daddy left her mama, I think, 4 or 5 months into, I think Ashley being born or something. It was early, maybe it wasn't that young. It was Ashley early. Look, he ain't been in Ashley life since she was 3. Fuck it. Let's just go with age 3 because I can't remember exact age, but I'm just saying daddy ain't been there because daddy on drugs. Daddy is in them streets. Daddy is, what you doing with meth? You shoot meth, right? Or you smoke meth, right? Do you snort meth? Daddy was out there doing whatever he had to do with them meth drugs. Anyway, so stepdaddy's there, right? 14 years old. Why her stepfather? Yes, her stepfather, the one who, I ain't gonna say really raised her, but raised her because she was like about 6 and this happened up for, I guess you could say raised her. The guy who was in her life, right, as her father, introduced her to drugs, y'all, meth. Put 2 lines on the phone and told her to sniff. And ever since then, that bitch was hooked. Hook, line, and sink. And she's 20 now. So that bitch been on drugs since she was for 6 years. And she look every bit of like she about 40 or 50 years old. I'm saying that bitch look hard. Hard in the face. Like all those little dots. Child. Anyway, the stepdaddy gets her drugs. The day the stepdaddy gets her drugs, she calls her biological father. So she must have been talking to her father, but they said he wasn't there. I'm confused. Maybe he was in and out of her life. I just realized that. I'm like, well, you tell a story, you be like, wait a minute, they said he wasn't there, but then he said the day that he did the drugs, gave her the drugs the same day, she called him and told him what happened. I guess somewhere later on, I don't know if it was that day, somehow the mama ended up finding out. Kicked the stepdaddy out. I said, oh, bitch, you good. Yeah, kick his ass out, but you should have been kicked him out because now he done got your 14-year-old daughter hooked to meth. Where the fuck was you? I know you can't be there all the time, but I would never in my life. The fact that you made a bad decision to just leave and just stick with this man, you should have never in your life left him. I don't care how old they were, not until they was grown. No, not even when they was grown, because see, grown people get influenced too easily. You shouldn't have left him with your kids. That was all your fault. Oh, did I tell y'all she had a baby? I didn't tell y'all that part, right? Not the daughter. The mama had another baby with the stepdaddy. I can't think of the little girl name, but she was 10 years old when her mama had her stepsister. Anyway, so like I said, the stepdaddy gave it to her. So she ends up, somehow the mama found out that the stepdaddy gave her drugs, right? Then she kicks out the stepdaddy. But, oh no, that ain't stopped there. Why little Ashley, little 14-year-old Ashley, decided she was going to leave with her stepfather. And her mama said, I couldn't get her back. I said, bitch, what? She was 14. Y'all have no idea. That bitch was 14. You mean to tell me that you allowed your 14-year-old make a decision about staying with somebody who was keeping her on drugs? And then later on, we found out he was sexually abusing her? Mama, where the fuck? What? You know what? I told y'all, it's all their fault. From the mama the daddy, the stepdaddy, the grandma, the grandpa. Only people that was not at fault in none of this was the great aunt and the great uncle. They was the two who took her in and tried to help her. But you know, mama said she wanted to do better and she was doing better. So, but you know how that shit go. Anyway, look, 1 minute I'm praising mama, then I'm talking bad about her, right? Well, that's just how it is. Anyway, so the stepdaddy did introduce her at 15. Was it 15 or 16 to heroin? I said, bitch. Mama said she was with her stepdaddy the whole time. She ran away. I said, no, the fuck she didn't. I would have went right over there and yanked her little ass right the fuck up. Scream, fight, punch all you want to. But see, I'm going to show you who your mama is real quick, real fast. Two-piece that bitch. I would have two-pieced her. Let's go. Wrap it up. But you know what it is? Ashley had a hard life, and Ashley mama wasn't really there. So I'm almost sure that she built a relationship more of a friendship than a parent, because she was all the shit she been through in the beginning of her life. Instead of parenting her all the way through, even when you fuck up, because parents are not perfect. There's not one perfect person out here. And I always tell people, your parent is not perfect. Sometimes parents learn as they go. Yeah, they do some fucked up shit. But counseling, I think it should work, right? Child, just be glad I ain't come up from fucked up family. I kid y'all not. Cause baby, the shit that I be seeing, I be like, how the fuck do y'all know? Y'all, let me get back to Ashley. So Ashley, yeah, so her stepdaddy introduced her to heroin. So boom, Ashley ran off with the stepdaddy, right? The stepdaddy was controlling Ashley. Nobody can get Ashley to come home. But like I said, if that was my child and I was her mama, she would have came home. No question about it. Or he would have went to jail. I don't understand. Yes, I don't give a fuck that you had a baby with him and you got a daughter. That motherfucker is a drug addict, and it ain't no way he gonna take my daughter with him. That goes to tell me that you had no control and you didn't give a fuck. I don't care. You can say I did care. I tried to get her back. No, bitch, you ain't tried. That bitch was 14. We ended up finding out it was S.A. in her. We didn't know that until the mama started talking to the cancer lady and told the cancer lady that Ashley one day just broke down and told her what had happened. It was about 7 to 8 months ago before this was filmed. So I'm like, oh my God, that is so terrible. I thought, you know what? Ashley had a hard life. But then again, Ashley came from an ain't shit family, so Ashley ain't shit. It's just what it is. She ain't shit. Her family ain't shit. Yeah, her mama getting her life together. I'm not even going to say her family ain't shit. Her mama is getting her life together. Mama is doing the best she can. And she's upset with her mother, which is so weird. She's upset with the woman who cared for her up until she was 14, because then, you know, stepdaddy took over. But I'm saying the woman who cared, well, then again, she did miss a couple of years. But she was in her life more than her father. But she seemed to love her father more than she loved her mother. Why is that? Why is that? Ashley, your daddy wasn't there for you your entire life compared to your mama. Your mama was there. Yeah, she fucked up, but your daddy wasn't there. So I'm not understanding how you talk about you love your daddy, but you don't like your mama. Ashley was jealous of the fact that her mama had a baby too. Because like I said, she was 10 when she had her sister. When her mom had her sister. So she was 10 years old. So with all that being said and done, Ashley was a little bit jealous, but she said she enjoyed her sister. But you know, if you 10 and you the only kid and you already had a fucking rough life, and you gotta say, now y'all gonna bring this bitch here too? And now I gotta be second to her. I was second to everything else. When is it gonna be my turn? This is what I'm thinking, how she's feeling. I have no idea. I'm just talking at this point. But anyway, what else was going on with Ashley? Oh, so she broke away from the stepdaddy. Just, you know, she said she one night, she just had enough of it. She was barefoot, cold. She had no socks on. I said, damn. She was sleeping under the bridge. I said, yeah, bitch, you wanted to get away. You wanted to get away. And, you know, Ashley just always saying she wanted to be in another place. I said, bitch, I would want to probably be in another place if I had her life to know I wouldn't. Let me not say that, because Ashley just had a hard life, y'all. And her parents failed the fuck out of her. But I don't think Ashley never had any of that. Everybody in her family was drug addicts. They either sold dope or did dope. It's dope, man. I be talking about drugs like I be knowing that shit, right? Dope. I know they do call something dope. Is meth dope? I don't know, but it dope sound better than meth. I mean, it really ain't a difference. I mean, it's a drug. It will fuck a person up. But I'm just saying. Anyway, what else did I say? Oh, she, you know what? She crazy. She was having a meltdown because she has a boyfriend who was shooting her. Y'all, the bitch almost died on TV. I said, they was like, Ashley, you okay? Because her boyfriend, who is 40 plus, I think he's like 42 years old, was shooting that bitch in the neck. He said he don't do this. He don't do heroin. He said he stay away from that. Heroin is whack. I said, oh, what's better than heroin? Speed. I said, what the hell is the difference? So I need a drug lesson. Because I'm like, what the fuck? Don't they all fuck you up? I mean, don't they all get you high as fuck and put you in a state of mind that most people don't want to be in? Make you do shit that you don't want to do. I'm just saying. What the fuck is the difference between these drugs? Anyway, but he said that shit like heroin was just ill. Exactly how he did heroin, like speed was the bomb. I said, okay. So he ended up shooting her in the neck and the bitch almost died. Y'all, I think she got a death wish anyway. Y'all know she overdosed a total of, I think, 11 times. I said, bitch, you was meant to be here. 11 times? You overdosed 11 times and you still here to tell your story? Bitch, you should have went to rehab. Y'all, by the way, she didn't go to rehab. That bitch got to that. I'm going to get to there. Anyway, so, yeah, so her boyfriend was shooting her neck. She almost died. The camera people was like, you okay? And then after she got her little high or whatever, she was like, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I just had to mix it. I said, bitch, you mixing drugs? What the fuck? We mixing drugs? Now we making our own concoction. We just putting a whole bunch of L shit together and just putting it and melting it and putting it in these. Y'all. And then at one point, her and her boyfriend must have got into some shit. So, or something must have happened. He took her needles. She was like, I just want to get high. That's all I want. I said, bitch, you about to cry because you can't get high? And her dumb ass friend Tamika, that bitch is just as bad. She gonna be getting up looking at her for, I think I got a needle. It's big. It's big. It's a 22. I said, bitch, you gonna put that in your... That needle was so thick. I said, that shit was so thick. That shit was hurting her, but she was still trying to get that high. I said, bitch, them drugs is something else. When I tell you them shits is... Bitch started bleeding on her legs. They was like, her friend said, you got to put some pressure to make it stop. She said, yeah, I'm going to get in the shower. I said, but you just go rinse it off? When that bitch said she going to get in the shower, I said, you going to get in the shower? I said, bitch, she said, stop the bleeding. Put pressure. Not get in the shower. The shower girl ain't going to make us... Child. I said, drugs is a terrible thing. Children, just say no. I'm just saying, y'all see that bitch face? So y'all telling me y'all willing to try a drug that's gonna make y'all look like that? So did y'all see her daddy yuck mouth? Daddy had a yuck mouth. Daddy mouth was you could tell he was hitting them drugs hard. Cause his teeth just rotting the fuck out. I said, your breath stinks, sir. Ew, your breath stink. Go to the dentist and let them pull them shits out. You might as well walk around with no teeth and walk around with your gums. Your gums will look better than your teeth. Ew. They ain't got no dental plan in Medicaid. I'm just saying. Medicaid. No, not Medicaid or Medicare. No, he not old enough for Medicare. Medicaid. Do they still got Medicaid? Yeah. I don't even... Child. They got something. Shit, you can get some damn insurance. Shit. All this free insurance Obama done gave everybody and shit. We still got them plans around here. So y'all better get y'all lives. Get y'all lives. Anyway, what else happened? Oh, she said she a thief, y'all. She like to steal. I said, bitch, don't we all every now and then? But no, she said, no, this is what I do all the time. And then when she was stealing, I looked at that shit. I said, who the fuck buy this? Who the fuck is the person that say, give me them eyelashes you stole right there? Oh, give me that bottle of lotion. I mean, no, lotion. She probably did have some lotion. It's like she had all little cosmetic shit that you get from CVS. Bitch, I can go in CVS and take that shit myself. You think I'm going to go in, you going to go in there and take it and I'm going to pay you? Bitch, bye. Who the fuck we buying your stuff? I'm just saying, the shit that you was stealing didn't look like you have customers. So I was confused on what the fuck. But then again, she got her mama a nice little perfume set. I said, all right, bitch. You got some other things. Mama said, I know she ain't got no job, so I'm just wondering where this came from. I said, Mom, stop playing. You know where it came from. You don't even care at this point, because when you get home, you're going to open that shit and you're going to be walking, you're going to be smelling good for the next couple of months. Girl, bye. Get out of here. I don't know where. You know where it came from. And anyway, she came to her mama birthday party trash. Trash. I said, bitch, is this how we doing? Y'all, what else was happening in this program? Ashley's just a mess. Ashley's a mess. Her family's a mess. Let's get to the intervention, right? Boom, they come, they all sitting around. First of all, they couldn't even give her no demands. Because Ashley is on the streets. Ashley with her boyfriend. Ashley's boyfriend broke up with her the day that she was going in for the intervention, so she was stressed the fuck out. She was high and she was stressed. He just left me and broke up. You know, he want to think about you. Wait, he want to make you feel like he care about you. The next minute they don't care about you. I said, girl, we all go through it. It's okay. Find you a new one. It's okay. You'll be all right. Anyway, so she gets in and she walks into the room that everybody's in, and she's like, no, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, as they all do. They all go into this panic, and when they start seeing their family here, like, oh shit, I know what this shit is. Boom, daddy goes outside and beg her. Daddy goes outside and beg her to come back, and he's talking to her, you know, I want you to come back. I said, you don't get you, I know your breast. Get out her face. Then it gets stay in her face because she ended up listening to her father. I was like, okay, one drug attitude to the next. He understand her struggle and she understand his. She got with daddy. Which is, I ain't gonna say weird, but which is kind of funny that you feel like you feel a way towards your mama, but you care about your daddy. Anyway, so she comes back in, you know, everybody giving their stories. They can't give no demands and they can't get no ultimatums because they don't take care of Ashley. Ashley's a thief. Ashley got a boyfriend. Ashley stay on the streets. Ashley stay underneath the bridge. Ashley stay where the fuck she can, but other than her family house. And I wouldn't let that bitch did either. Bitch, you a old drug addict. You think, bitch, it's cold outside. You want a blanket? I give you a blanket. And I give you some fuzzy warm socks. I'm just saying, but bitch, you can't come up in here. I'm sorry. We don't do that. I'll make sure you got a blanket. Don't worry. So she finally comes in and she sits down. So the mom is like, you know, I love you. I'm sorry I failed you as a mother. I said, you sure did. But you're trying to get your shit right, Mom. But sometimes things are a little too late. Ashley don't want help, y'all. I could see when I was started watching. I said, this bitch don't want help. This bitch do not want no help. But okay, let's see where this goes. That bitch didn't want help. Anyway, so mama giving her story about how sorry she is and yada yada yada. And I was like, y'all all say the same fucking thing. Y'all will destroy a fucking kid's life and then talk about y'all want to start over fresh. No, bitch. We can't start over fresh. I got freaking 20 years of bad fucking memories. Start over fresh when? How about we go to counseling? Matter of fact, I don't even want to start over right now. I just want to get high right now. That's how Ashley was. I just want to get high. I don't give a fuck what you say. Boom. Daddy starts talking. I was like, she is not feeling her mama. Daddy starts talking. I love you. I remember you on my shoulders. I said, that's the only memory you got, sir? You got only one memory. Is when she was a baby, you had her on your shoulders. Out of all the fucking memories, I told y'all he wasn't there. And she laying on her daddy like a little daddy's girl. I look at her face looking like a damn mess. Look like somebody put cigarettes on her face. I said, bitch, was they putting cigarettes out on you? Anyway, so dad is talking into how he will be there every step of the way. He will walk through this with her, yada yada. I said, sir, excuse me. Hello? Knock knock. You was never there. So how the fuck you gonna talk about? And you look like you still getting high. What man? You gonna be every step of what way? You gonna rehab with her? I'm just saying. If you're not gonna rehab with her, every step of what way, sir? I'm just saying. When he said that, I was like, sir, it looked like you're still on drugs. You haven't been there her whole entire life, but in and out. Boy, bye. Yeah, you failed her too. You wish you could have been there more. You say that shit now. If you wanted to be there more, you could have done something about it, but you chose the drugs over your daughter. Let's be clear. Anyway, so she tells her dad she loves him. And I was like, that was weird. You didn't tell your mama that. And your mama was holding you down, bitch. But okay, you guys, you feel some way towards your mom. You mad because your mama had another baby, and she said it. She feel like her little sister gets the best part of her mom, which she does, but you know, it took her mom some time to get there. We're not gonna kick on the mom too much because the mom got her shit together and she trying. Ashley, you just need to get your stop blaming everybody for your shit. We all know this day fall. We all know what happened to you when you was a kid. Go talk to a counselor, go get into a program. But Ashley gotta want it for herself, and Ashley don't want it, y'all. Bottom line, Ashley don't want it. Fine. She finally agrees. Everybody's like, oh, I said, I don't know what y'all fucking clapping for. Ashley ain't going. Ashley ain't did nothing say that Ashley was going to no rehab. Anyway, y'all, she get outside. Everybody's like, bye, Ashley. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, bye, Ashley. I said, y'all gonna see her again. She just going to rehab to get her life in order. So they thought. Boom. Ashley gets to the airport. Long story short, Ashley gets the fuck up out of here. She keep looking. She looking for Tamika. That bitch, Tamika. Tamika, you are too, you know what? Tamika ain't got shit herself. Tamika look like she ain't shit person. Tamika like she just straight. I think Tamika smoked crack. I think that was crack. Cause don't they smoke crack in a pipe? I just remember when I was younger, they used to say crack pipe. They say crack pipe or coke pipe? Crack pipe. And you be smoking. You know, y'all, when y'all watch them things from back in the days, these anyway, okay. Let me not, cause I might be wrong. She looking for Ashley to come and get her. I said, bitch, you ain't shit. Ashley don't do nothing but get high her damn self. But Ashley had a nice car. I said, all right, Ashley. Ashley was driving high as fuck in that car. I was like, bitch, you been doing this for quite some time, huh? But Ashley said she looked at Tamika like a mother figure. I said, two drug addicts. I could see you just look, yeah. Tamika's a hot fucking mess. Tamika is an enabler. Tamika ain't shit. Tamika is going to be, I would say her downfall, but Ashley's going to be her own downfall. Ashley's not ready. Ashley said to herself, rehab is for somebody who wants to stop or change. I'm not ready. She said that. She literally said that at the point. She said, this is going to be a waste. I said, it is. Y'all wasting a plane ticket and all. Long story short, she ended up ghosting them at the airport. Tamika ends up coming to pick her up. They tell the family, oh my God, we were so close. No, the fuck y'all wasn't. She was never going. She was never going. She said that because y'all was probably getting on her fucking nerves at that point. We don't know how long that scene was shot for, but y'all was probably getting on her fucking nerves, and she just wanted to say anything at that point to get y'all away from her. She was texting or calling Tamika at some point because Tamika was at that airport coming to get her. I said, bitch. Anyway, so long story short, Tamika get her, she run away, find out, she comes back, and they said she was in detox for 8 days when they showed her again. And basically what she said to us was she ran out of money. She didn't have no more drugs. So she was going through a dope withdrawal or something like that. That she didn't have no fucking money. So she was like, I guess what the hell? I said, bitch, you gonna be bad. As soon as she was talking, guess what, y'all? 2 days after that means she stayed $10 days in detox, and she went back to her boyfriend Danny, the one who cheated on her, who broke up with her right before that damn meeting. She ended up getting back with him. I said, yeah, bitch, because you needed that dope. She ain't want to change, and she not going to change until it's time for her to change. She has to want it. And this is the part where I would have said, all right, bitch, good luck. The next thing I'm just going to wait for is when they call me and tell me that you gone. After that, it's all it wrote. But y'all, that was it. Ashley's a mess. Ashley family's a mess. Ashley do not have the proper support system. Tamika ain't shit. Tamika, her friend, ain't shit. But she a drug addict. So what can we expect from her? We can't expect too much from her because she's a drug addict. And she actually shot her up at one point. I said, y'all know what? Y'all motherfuckers love shooting each other up, right? But anyway, y'all, that was pretty much the episode of Ashley's story. I want to say thank y'all for watching. Shout out to the subscriber who asked me to do this. I got you. Until next time, you guys, I'm out.